Yes. Yes. We're gonna move. Thank you, everyone. Maybe the music. Can you go down with the volume of the music, please? Perfect. Thank you very much. First of all, sorry that the way I made you, so to say, stop from your fantastic rhythm at the table, around the table, and invited you to come down. And I appreciate that you agreed and came down, because I think we human, we are quite, especially in this so-called European, Western, left-minded, advanced economically geography, we are quite spoiled, and we are not aware about it. Me as a Oriental boy, I know this better, because I had so many hard years in the past, and they were experiences. And actually we meet here, why? Just to go beyond this, so to say, visible reality. All of you admired Hajar when she was singing, and the song she was singing was for you so touchy. But that was sang by her, this one is sung by her every single day while washing the dishes. Because the Oriental geography in that sense had thousands of years the connection with the we, with this oneness, with this abstract, the unknown. And the Western geography end up with this since Renaissance, I would say maybe, towards cognitive reality, which is fantastic. And that's the reason world advanced. But now the time of unification, how we can really unify mind with emotions so that we become, so to say, advanced civilization. And this is quite a hard job. We spend our time with our, somehow, so to say, cognitive level, making business, and etc., etc. But I guess everyone here is willing to be beyond the visible, beyond the done dimension of being. I don't know if you agree with that. Tell me if no. Is there any no? As you see, there is no no. That's the reason I was like saying, let's go. And thank you for listening and coming. And actually, initially it was planned 1:30 to start with the lecture, to make it in half an hour, very fast, which I usually do it in an hour, 1 hour of time. But I decided not to go into that form. I just decided to talk about a few words which can maybe make you think and encourage you today with all what we're going to do here, that you really have the, so to say, more courage and trust that you step from known into unknown. What means that? I put here this skirt, and the reason to work metaphorically. Would you imagine this is the wheel of the car? The reason we have wheel at the car is to avoid accident, right? So if we steer it in the right way, we make it happen, and each time we can go from A to B. And I invite you to think for 3 wheels. Imagine you have one wheel for your body, another one for your emotions, and the third one for your mind. Okay? And let's think theoretically about the 3, which will help us to understand what we talk about and prepare us for spinning world. And here I have these pumpkins for you. We are not going to make a soup because it's done by our chef in the best way. They will metaphorically support me to explain the story. Imagine, please, this symbolize my motoric system, which means when I start to do any physical activity, any type of one, all of them what we know, means I start to move my motoric system, which means muscles and bones. Okay? The organism is so intelligent, knows this means spending energy. So therefore, respiratory system automatically start to rush. If the 2 are active, which means moving and breathing, then all other systems in the body automatically will be accelerated, which means, for example, circulatory system, the third one, your circulatory system start to rush. Your heart automatically start to pump faster. Beat per minute increases, which means fresh blood with particles finally reach the cells, and in mitochondria you start to have a lot of electricity. And this makes you so energetic. You feel it in the body, you start to feel this excitement, which means your neurologic system is triggered. When your neurologic system triggered, then automatically we start to think more. This thinking is not anymore kind of like a way we decide to do. It happens to us because we have more electricity. We start to feel many forgotten data from previous years' experiences, but also sometimes fantastic new solutions for some problems we do have, etc. So even sometimes we reach a state where we say like, where I am now? Why I think like this? What is that? Which means the thinking, rushing, happening in the brain start to cause another type of biochemical production. Because if a memory, bad memory appears, I feel sad, start to cry, or to be angry, or to have fear. Or if this memory is fantastic, I start to smile and start to laugh, etc., etc., right? So which means the electricity created cause thoughts linked to amygdala. We start to create more biochemicals. Endocrinal system is activated. So now, this is the wheel of the body. If this body wheel steered, there is no accident. Means I am physically healthy. How to do that? I can somatically move and breathe. Doesn't matter what you do. Fitness, running, swimming, cycling, or spinning. And the spinning is more challenging. I will talk later about it. But any activity you do, yoga, Pilates, the 2. Somatically we move the 2. If the 2 moved, automatically the others are moved too. That's the game. But we, sitting, cognitive civilization, prefer not to move. Because why if I have car to go? Right? And we make it even electrical car, and we make it even with better isolation and more comfort, etc., etc. Because the cognitive self prefer to use the electricity for thinking instead of feeling and becoming. And this is, I think, the problem of humanity generally. I hope it makes sense the way I talk. So therefore, if you think about just moving and breathing, moving and breathing, moving and breathing, regularly in your life, doesn't matter what you do, your life will change because your body will be steered. You do it with spinning, multiply with 20 or 100. Up to person, the way you spin, the way you feel, as Maxim experienced 2 days ago, sometimes 2 minutes enough, sometimes 2 hours needed, etc., etc. But I don't want to make now advertisement for spinning, because I will do it later. First, I would like that you understand the importance of moving and breathing. And that's the reason we make breathing exercises, right? I think today in the morning you did it, right? Yeah. So you did that one. If you combine the two, boom, bomba. Really good. Okay, that would be the body wheel. If you allow me, I go to the second one, if you got it. I go to the emotion wheel. Deal? Okay. So the emotion wheel I divide in in 4 parts. I take one of the pumpkins and put just 4. So in the emotion wheel, when we breathe and move and breathe and move, breathe and move, since we create more electricity and more biochemicals, I start to feel more, I start to think more, and more means also colorful, sadness and happiness at the same time, like sweet, sour Chinese food. All of them in each other. You feel the minestrone inside us. Because many emotions are inside us. And when we start to analyze those emotions, we start to see where are we emotionally. If I take time to drive this emotion wheel, day by day, I start also to balance myself and avoid, so to say, emotionally accident. My psyche stays balanced. Easy to say, but doable. What I mean with that? If we check, while we are emotional, what is happening to me, sometimes you will see you are busy with the self, which means like me. Who is me? Why? Why I was born in this family, in this country? Why I'm doing this job? Why I'm in this culture? Why? But also it can be in the opposite way, saying like, oh, me, I did so many great things. This is my company and my family. Me. So all of them, as you see, me, so self. Or sometimes, the opposite side of it, I name it supreme. We are sometimes busy with the supreme, like today we meet here somehow to question what means supreme, the beyond self. It's called supreme, right? Over, bigger. But this bigger is so relative, for each of us means different and personal. But there are many different supremes. In my opinion, as soon as I go out of me, it is supreme. Like I'm now with you, we make a small supreme. Why not to make humanity as a fantastic one supreme? Could you imagine to make 8 billion synchronized working for future together? Oh, that is such a dream, right? I think we'll not be able to do it, but at least we can try our best to increase the number of us. Maybe not 8 billion, but a bigger number may be possible. But what I want to say here is, if we catch ourselves, sometimes we'll realize we are thinking about the bigger concept. That can be culture, that can be family, that can be country, that can be humanity, world, or even space, or universe, or cosmic. How big you want to think. A scientist think beyond everything. A religious one think for God. A politician think for the country. A father think for the family, etc., etc. So see yourself, where are you with supreme? Sometimes you will see busy with that. Or emotionally, sometimes we are busy with skills. How to make money, how to become better dancer, or I don't know, how to pray better, how to do my responsibility as mother better, father better. So skills. Or the opposite way, also, we have also social responsibility, where we serve community. Like Brecht has his this dream So happening, but at the same time it's kind of like social responsibility, bring us all together, right? So, simplified, of course, the way I'm talking about, there are many details we can talk about it, but just to make us understand, if we take time to spend in each stage certain amount of time per day, or per week, or per month, then we steer this emotion wheel, which means sometimes I have to think about myself, where I am, how I am, what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes I have to remember my social responsibilities. Sometimes I have to pray and say, thank you, universe, thank you, Supreme, great, blah, blah, blah. But also I have to work and increase my skills. But we got lost with skill, spend our life to make money, to improve our profession. I'm the best dancer. But just the best dancer, that's all. As soon as you leave the stage, you have some problems, Ziya. Take time to check who you are, serve social, environment, and think about Supreme and say thank you. So we think in that way, this is also balanced. Easy to say, but doable. May I go to the third wheel? Yes. It does make sense talking in that way? I hope it helps. Okay. So the third part, my favorite. The third part, all of them here, but can you imagine there are endless, billion of them, okay? And the third wheel is the mind wheel. So, which means this part is the unknown. We have 100 billion neurons, we use certain amount of them because we made synapses, no need to go in details scientifically, but if you think on that, and many of us knows in the meantime, right? So many of them still not today synapsed, connected, endless. And when we're born with certain package, we call it subconsciousness. If you name this one overconsciousness, we born, me 55, 56 years ago, born with certain package in Antakya as Arabic boy. They called me, you are man, you have to speak Arabic and Turkish, blah, blah, blah. And then this one, born with this package, with his race, this is my package, by the way. This is my package. I born with this package, huge package, Islam, blah, 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 huh? Me, the handsome boy, etc., etc. And this one, in 55 years, creates certain self, the consciousness. This is me, Ziya Azazi. Can you see it? Maybe the camera had to zoom in. This is me. See how big I am. The consciousness. We are so proud of it. My millions, my car, my choreography, my dance. Sata. But actually, in reality, if you think about consciousness, it is so tiny. Like the world in space. The blue marble, as you know. So tiny. And I would remind you just to remember that not to spend all our life here. My concept, my... We have to check the package. What is there? Why I'm crying? Why I'm angry? Why I'm fighting? Etc., etc. But also, why I'm so generous? Why I'm always smiling? It's from person to person is different because we, each of us, programmed in different forms. I think it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Yeah? Yeah. But we stuck with that because the system says, hey, work, go, do, this is you, this is you, hold your camera, cook the food, talk. So if I take time to 3 of them in different amount, sometimes few days here, just look around, what the meaning of life? No one knows. I don't think Jesus, Muhammad, Mevlana, Buddha really, I mean, they felt, but the way, the words they put, they expressed with words, the words as heritage arrived us, are not helping us to understand. They understood for themselves. And now, I am spending 25 years in spinning world. I feel it somehow, but I cannot put in words. This is the maximum what I can make. And I'm trying to talk about it and to invite you. You want to understand over-consciousness, unknown? You have to step out of the self. And this requires real courage. Because we are proud of this one. This is me. So, we drive the three wheels, body, emotion, mind wheel. We become, so to say, the one avoiding accidents in life. We are physically healthy, psychologically healthy, mentally healthy. Otherwise, somewhere we have disease here. Oh, I have problem with my family. Or my company going to collapse, etc., etc. As we know from our personal realities. That would be a short form of talking about the self, and I would invite you, if we understand the concept and take time to step out of this visible reality, the self, etc., etc., and then visit the unknown with any form of activity, meditative activity, then we balance ourselves. That's what I try to put here in words. So go to unknown and come back. Go and come back, go and come back. This helps us to balance. And I will suggest you whirling as a fantastic tool. This would be my advertisement, and you will experience it. This is a fantastic product for free. So, from here I would jump into the workshop, and then invite anyone who would like to whirl. So we're going to sit as now we are sitting. I will tell you how to make spinning possible with some informations. You will understand, like driving car. And if you want to try spinning, you say, I would like. Who want to try will be here. I'll be here for those people and help you to try it, okay? Like you go to Pilates studio and you don't know how to use the instruments, right? And the teacher comes and does, you have to do it like that. So I will help you to tell you how to make it. And once you understand it, you spin by yourself and you will experience this magic by yourself. But I cannot guarantee you anything. What I guarantee you is I will help you to learn to whirl, how to whirl. You want to go beyond self, then we have to just make it happen, which means breathe and spin, breathe and spin. That's all for now. So we take now 5 minutes break. I have to go to TV. You drink your water, enjoy those words, and then I'll come back and then explain to you the equation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ga jij nog eens doen? Of zo? Is dat anders?
Microphone, yeah, perfect. Dear friends, please, let's come back to our next game. Yes, soon. Please take your seat. So, okay, dear friends, now I ask you again kindly to that we synchronize and be the same wavelength, which means finish your personal frequencies, talks, thoughts, issues, phone, I don't know, anything you think makes you busy personally, finish it please, and just come back. I'll do it, I have to do it again shorter and faster so that we have time for spinning. So, just keep in mind, I talked about steering the wheels. And what we're gonna do here is, as a suggestion, whirling. And as I said, whirling is just one type of tools. Any type of physical and respirative exercise combination is great. And spinning is multiplying this. That's all, okay? So now, how to make spinning happen? First of all, many of us have certain knowledge about spinning, and especially in Europe, we know it came from Sufis, which is right, so they did it for hundreds of years, almost 1,000 years, but actually spinning, part of universe. And everywhere you see spinning, in all cultures, the Indians, the Africans, indigenous people, we have it in different form, cultivated by the Islamic vision. That reason it became part of their heritage. In the interview, I was just asking, answering when I got this question. I said, what about potato? It does belong to Belgium? So, the same. It does make sense. Let's see it like that. Thank you, Belgium, that we have this culture of potato, but this doesn't belong to Belgium. Sufism cannot say spinning belonged to me. So, thank you, Sufism, absolutely. But now we are 21st century people, generations, let's be smart together and serve life, self, and everyone in a better way. That's the reason I see it from an objective way and invite you to be there also, to step out just from these local behaviors and be as good as possible, smart and global and lovely. Sharing, caring, and easy to say, but doable. So, now, how to spin? Everyone can spin, by the way. As everyone can drive car, walk, swim, etc., spinning is also very simple physical action, and I name it actually quite boring action. Because what you do is this. That's all. The point is not to master spinning, the point is how to stay in spinning. Because once you start to stay in spinning, you start to create more electricity and more biochemicals. And this start to move your thoughts, your emotions, and you start to doubt, you start to judge, to control, to panic. Welcome to spinning world. So, once again, spinning is very boring, but you stay in it, start to become interesting. And the abracadabra is afterwards. So now, what to do? I will now help you to understand how spinning functions, like you learn driving, okay? But how to drive, I'll help you to learn how to drive, but then when you drive, where you're gonna drive is your personal story. Because it is your subconsciousness and your overconsciousness. You just from you leave from here and now, you go either this way, zoom, like a rocket, or you drill into your package, the package. Mama, Papa, Familia, Belgium, Holland, Turkey. So it starts to become really like, oh my God, blah, 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 okay? But once we learn driving, which means spinning, we can gently, slowly drive like Mr. Bean, bzzz, if you want. But you want to go like Michael Schumacher, also possible. Yeah, why not? If you want, if you can. Who can say no? We do spinning, by the way, we do spinning in the way we like. Which means you are free to do in any direction, in any speed, in any posture. And please keep in mind, the idea here is to understand this is my spinning, my body, and I am free to do what I want as long as I don't harm myself and others. So that is the game. Here and now, we are free to do anything we want as long as I don't harm myself and others. Free direction, free pacing, free speed, free posture, etc., etc. Okay? So now, how to drive, how to spin. In spinning gears, we are not able to see because I am moving fast and the image starts to become blurry. And the reason it becomes blurry, just that you know, many of you knows, I don't have enough time that my eyes can capture. So since I move too fast, the time is too short. Okay? That's the reason the image starts to become blurry. But if you tell to your brain, it is blurry, but still enough informative, then it's done. You need just to stay in it and accept this blurry image. I still see the camera is here, and I can say, hello. So it is blurry, but still able to see it. The mother drum is here, and I see you sitting around, the skirt is on the floor. But the image is blurry. But since we are, so to say, spoiled in this physical reality to have steady image, we don't like the challenge to have blurry image. But once you accept this, you start to be, so to say, the one able to deal with that. Okay? This is the issue with focus. Is it clear? And the second one is, when you start to spin, we have so-called vestibular system inside our ears responsible for balance. So this one starts to shake, and therefore we lose balance, which is very normal because we are practicing life since childbirth till today with this system helping us to be in balance. But in spinning, this starts to suck. So do not follow the info given from your vestibular system. Try just to focus on like you are stepping on your feet. When you feel the floor, when you feel your verticality, that means you are in balance. If you have the sensation like you have to go like this and then you feel like you are going to the camera, then you are following your vestibular system. So, which means you find yourself going, you are doing wrong. Okay? When you catch yourself going, try to spin on spot. Divide the weight on 2 legs and spin on spot. Spin on spot. You do so, it's done. Easy to say, I know, but doable. I will help you, you will see it. We got it? This is the balance, number 2. And number 3 is the speed. Imagine, may I use this glass? I don't know who put it. But imagine, I guess everyone sees the water in the glass. So when I spin, inside me also spins. All liquids and system are affected too. But when I stop, as you know, inside keep turning, right? It takes a bit longer. So therefore, please pay attention. When you stop, don't think spinning is over. Okay? Because your brain will say like, I stopped while it is turning, oh my God. Because inside you're still turning. Which means take time. 10 seconds, 15 seconds, half minute. After that, you will see you come back to normal. and then it's done. I name it, do not step out from the car before parking. Okay? First park your car and then step out. So in spinning also, when you stop, don't think it's done. Wait, release, until inside you come back to zero. You feel a zero, it's done. Then leave it. Does it make sense? So, 3 of them. Focus, balance, speed. You do this, it's done. And to make this happen, we will use always our arm to balance. Okay? I call them wings. And then always we are connected to the floor in a soft way. So we bend knees. I name it elevator. Wings, elevator. And then you have here an axis, right? We spin around. I name it kebab. So you have your kebab, get your dinner, open your wings and fly. Kebab, wings, elevator. They will help you to, so to say, to control yourself, to increase awareness. Okay? Got it? They are the second 3. And the last 3, make it like with extension, release and breathe, as good as you can. So I know, easy to say, you will see later in spinning, we're going to see people like, and we'll have joy with that. So I will remind you to release. So minimum stress, maximum extension, and maximum respiration. They are the last 3. As you see, I mentioned 9 rules. The first, focus, balance, speed. Second 3, kebab, wings, elevator. And the last 3, extension, de-stressment, respiration. 9 dots. You know them, you keep them in your mind, you make spinning possible. Then drive your car anywhere you want. In any speed, any direction, any pacing. Mr. Bean, Michael Schumacher. Okay, that would be, so to say, the theory about spinning world. Does make sense? Theoretically? So, now let's start to make, can you help me please? To make so-called first kiss. Thank you, you can put it aside. Just put it aside. Just put it aside. So let's make the first kiss. Oh, where is me? Here is me. And my package. So, my dear friends, if you are ready, I will... let's take some... Ah, yes, René, you, my friend, come as first kisser. Do you have socks? Put socks. By the way, since we're going to spin, in spinning you have friction. I didn't talk about other details. There are many details, but they are the main infos. So since you're going to spin all the time, you have friction. This will cause certain bruises. So therefore, put socks on, or try with those funny flippers. Why not? Better than bare feet, just to tell you, to avoid, so to say, bruises. So please now close your eyes, my friend, and just follow given information through hearing. And the reason I ask to close the eyes, this is the way helping self to go inside, which means using the so-called proprioceptional ability. Internal awareness can grow when we have the eyes closed. Perfect. You have fantastic structure in the body. We can go faster. Try just to see how you can make your feet parallel. Very good. And now open your arms aside and turn your palms up to the ceiling, hands higher than shoulder, a bit, not that much, and exact. And release now in that fantastic posture. Release also your sternum. Your sternum has tendency to be lifted because we have, so to say, this masculine reflex. You know, the animal, they have to be big when they fight. And we have this still inside us. Therefore, the man goes into me. So, which is very normal, but we can normalize it exactly. Why? Just to save energy. Just to be economical, so to say. Release fingers also, but stay aware, exactly. And open your respiratory system that you can get more air. By the way, in spinning is not enough to breathe just from your nose. It's not enough. You have to go also into mouth breathing, okay? Nose and mouth breathing is absolutely crucial. Exactly. So, just feel free to move millimetrically your arms, your shoulders, elbows, fingers, chest, torso, if you need, because I see you have the tendency to be brave and freeze in it. And don't feel responsible to move also, okay? So it's up to you to move or not to move, but just release yourself. Fantastic. And now, save this in your mind. I'm stretching my arms, named wings, for now. Later you can play with the wings as you wish. Practice now, additionally to the wings, like bouncing. Imagine you are driving the car off-road and bouncing on this off-road, which means bend your knees and imagine sitting in the car and deal with this off-road street and keep balancing yourself. This helps us just to increase the sensation of verticality. I'm standing on my feet, on my feet. I'm managing my weight. Perfect. Keep breathing in and out and keep mastering this elevation and wings. And now add to that, turning to the left few steps and then turn to the right few steps. But as normal self, please. Imagine we go for, Belgian beer. De Wel. We're going to drink De Wel. I don't think you go for De Wel like that. Go for De Wel. Yes. And go for second one, exactly. And then keep spinning and feel the kebab. Turn left and right and see your... It's not about doing many steps. It's about turning, my friend. Just turn. Just turn. Exactly. And see your axis and come back to the other side. And see which side is your preference. See which side is your preference. And keep spinning. And now, trust yourself more and decide for one direction. And then start to spin. Go. You decide for one direction and spin. And now focus just on this verticality, you have it. You are doing it. You don't need to stress. Remember, release your sternum, get your oxygen. You are free to move your arms. You are free to move your skull and your neck. And remember, we go for De Wel. Imagine at the end of this station, we drive at the bus, and the last station is the bar full of De Wel. Maybe he doesn't like De Wel. No, okay. So what do you like? Ice cream? Ice cream? Tiramisu. Fantastic Italian restaurant at the end of this bus trip. Go, my friend. Go, 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 go. Go for tiramisu. Exactly. Exactly. Just be driver. Remember, kebab, wings, elevator. And the reason I'm talking like that, my dears, De Wel, ice cream, etc., just to trigger the brain in positive direction, to go in positive direction. We need to smile. We need to make it easy. Because what we do is something actually serious. Enjoy it. That's as much you release in it, and then you have freedom in it, and then you master it, as more you benefit from it. Open your mouth, get the oxygen, exactly. Feel free to move your shoulders, and now shake your head. No, no, De Wel, no, De Wel. No, no, De Wel, no, De Wel. No, De Wel, absolutely no. Si, tiramisu. And shake your head, yes, si, tiramisu. Exactly. Now shake your head saying yes and no, yes and no. The idea here is to shake the crystals. To shake the crystals, that we liberate mind, because the mind controlling us. Exactly. Just release, shake, no, 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 and master this. It's about just you shake it, but you do it. You are the driver. Fantastic, fantastic. And now open your eyes and spin, it will be easier. Now feel free to move your shoulders, your arms, bend your hands, your elbows, as you wish, liberate. And enjoy the yes, 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 no, no, no. Even you can circle your head. But remember, you don't do it out of responsibility. You do it as an opportunity to master whirling. Get the oxygen. Be smart, get it from your mouth also. That way of breathing in spinning is not enough. What he does. Huh? Don't go into... So imagine you have a huge pool to pour water into it, and you have such a small pipe. It takes 12 hours to put the water into the pool. So get a big pipe and finish it in 1 hour. Does it make sense? So therefore open your mouth. It's done. Now here we don't look for really clear oxygen. In yoga they teach all breathing exercises. They say warm up your air you inhale and filter it, etc., which is absolutely right, good. But here is not enough. The car needs gasoline. Okay? The gasoline you take is not enough. Go for more gasoline, my friend. No, just be normal. You don't need to make any artificial thing. Just open. No, you're still doing, open your mouth. Exactly. You're still making it. Let it happen. You design it. No, just open it. Okay, go. And now we speed you up. Go. 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 Exactly. And remember to master the kebab. And now jump. Enjoy jumping like kids. Become 5 years old. Go to your package. Remember the boy René was jumping in kindergarten. Heide, jump. Kick your ass with your heels. Yes. Yeah. Da 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 da. Enjoy it. Stay the driver and enjoy it. Minimum stress, and remember tiramisu. Yes, my friend, that's it. Fantastic. Come back to normal spinning, and now speed up. Go to the third gear. By the way, in spinning, we increase so-called speed, which means we create centrifugal power. In normal life, gravitational force in science named G is 1. The gravitational force is 1. But when we start to spin, we start to create G2, 3, 4, 5, according to the speed we have. And that's the reason the brain starts to get confused. So therefore, just master it. We reach higher G. G2, G4, etc. And now we're going to make astronaut out of you. Go, G8. Go, 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 go. NASA needs some Belgian astronauts. Who likes tiramisu? And remember, when you stop, you're going to feel it inside you, okay? And stop. Let it turn. Stop, 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 let it turn. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Stay, 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 stay. Balance 50-50 the weight. Stay standing. Vertical, vertical. Trust yourself, trust yourself. Let it turn. Trust yourself. Lift your focus also up. Stay normal, exactly. Trust yourself. Trust your feet, verticality, and weight. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Fantastic. My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. So, who in the other 16 locations, if we still connected with them, here we finish and we go back to our local, so to say, story. I wish to everyone in other 16 locations, fantastic workshop and ceremony. So just for you guys. And here we go on, and we can say bye-bye to them. Bye-bye! And we can go on with this external YouTube issue, I think. Okay, so let's make, who would like to try now? 3, 5, so 3, 4, let's make female one, and then we show the manpower. Join, please. Join, please. 4, maybe one more, 5, okay? Everyone, by the way, this I name it first kiss, okay? René got his first kiss. So let's make happy first, I need this one here, because please, this staying here because of a purpose. There is a piece which might avoid, cause challenges in spinning. Just avoid it. Maybe one more person who would like to join? One more? Perfect. So close your eyes, the same. Go to the center, please. As we did Create space a bit away from the corner. Yeah. So close your eyes, stand normal for now. And the idea here actually, as I said before, the reason of closing eyes is to really to go back into self and then work with this proprioceptional ability, internal skills we do have. But at the same time also, this can help us to step out of this, so to say, the daily self. Get the courage and work, so to say, regressive, which means step out of this here and now and me, just be, so to say, organism, body, etc., etc. Perfect. Trust yourself, feel your feet. You are standing on your feet. Hold yourself. Trust your knees. Trust your belly. Just everyone that you know, the voice we hear at the back, going to continue because they